Hi everyone, back to painting. For today's session, we're going to paint a mountain in the midst of some clouds and the sky. Today's colors include white, blue, yellow, black, and a little bit of brown. We're going to start off with paintbrush number 11. We're going to dip it in some blue and a little bit of white and just start off the sky at the top. Paint about maybe an inch of the sky, so just get it like a straight line across. We'll use paintbrush number 8, dip it in a little bit of white, and we're gonna make some clouds. So we're gonna just make a whole bunch of kind of squiggly lines that go across where the blue and the white meet. We're gonna continue filling it up with white so you don't see the blue, and you can do it in strokes of circles, and it'll help make a little bit more realistic clouds. I'm using paintbrush 3/8 now, and I'm gonna dip it in some yellow to just paint a little bit of yellow across, not filling it entirely, but just a few strokes so that you can see a little bit of the yellow blend in. So it's gonna look like so. It's not going to fill up the clouds entirely, just sort of brush the yellow here and there. Back to paintbrush number 8, we're going to use some black to outline the mountains, and we're just going to do some lines to represent the mountains, like so. So once you have sort of an outline that you're happy with, it's okay if there's a couple lines that you mistakenly didn't want, so you're gonna go over it with some water and just smudge it down so that you can no longer see them. You're gonna keep smudging down, not so low. You're just gonna try to get it a little bit so that you can cover up those other lines that you didn't want. Just continue stroking down from the lines and kind of towards just one side, like I'm doing. Don't like mix it up like this, just stroke it towards the right. And now we're gonna move on to paintbrush number 9. Put it in some white paint, and we're gonna do some white on the sides. So on the sides of this, just like so, and on the other side is like so. You can go over the mountain, that's alright, just as long as you get both sides like this white. Now we're going to use this very wide and flat paintbrush to smudge in the rest of the white, and you can go over like some of the mountain as well. We're going to use paintbrush 3/8 again, and we're going to add a little bit of brown to the mountain, like so. Just a few strokes, and then you'll blend it after. To our flat wide brush to blend, just stroke them towards one side, remember. I want to go over the top a little bit darker, so I'm just adding a little bit more of a black, darker tone up. Now I'm going to let it dry just a tiny bit, and then I will be adding a little bit of yellow to the mountains as well. You're more than welcome to also go back to the clouds and add in a little bit more of white if you prefer, like I do. You can retouch whenever you like. You can back to 3/8 paintbrush, and we're going to take a little bit of the yellow and add it to the mountain now, towards the bottom. Again, like some strokes, and then we'll use some of the other brushes to blend it in. This is the part where you're blending some of the yellow, the black, and the brown. And you can add on as you go, more yellow or whatever other color that you prefer. Finally, once you're pretty satisfied with the way your mountains look, we're going to use paintbrush number 11 to paint the bottom, and we're going to do that with a blue. We're going to start towards the middle with the blue, like so. add more as you go. And then we're gonna go down and make it into an L. So we're gonna blend a lot. So don't worry about these lines, we're gonna make sure that we blend them in. Adding white also helps with the blending process, so I put a little bit of white up here just so it doesn't look like the blue does not look so harsh on the mountains. Just continue blending as you go, and you can add a little more of a darker blue towards the middle. I'm still using paintbrush number 11 to blend. And now I'm just taking it I'm drying my paintbrush as I go to make the blending process a little easier. And I'm doing just similar strokes. Tune in for next week's session, and thank you for watching. Happy painting!